Hi friends, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the products that I was obsessed with in the month of November. I have quite a few things to share with you guys. I actually have like almost a full face of makeup, which is kind of crazy. Some things are honorable mentions, like older products that have made their way back into my routine, and then the other things are brand new that I cannot stop using. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with face products. The first one is kind of an honorable mention because it's something that I've used for years. But I'm back into it again, and actually I use it a little bit differently than I had in the past. I'm talking about the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Not a new product by any means. This had the whole beauty community in a chokehold like a few years ago. It's absolutely amazing. Most people use this as a setting spray. However, I have actually been using this underneath makeup because I feel like sometimes it's a little bit too oil-based to use on top of the skin for me. Like sometimes I feel like if I don't block my mascara, it will break down mascara, or it can just be a little too dewy if I need my makeup to last all day long. So if I spritz this underneath makeup as almost like a serum primer type situation, I swear to you guys, my foundation glides on so smoothly. When I set the face with powder, it just kind of like soaks into that slightly more oily finish that this gives to the skin, and it looks gorgeous. This is what I did underneath my makeup today. It is so pretty. I don't know what took me so long to try this. I've only really seen it as a setting spray, but as a prep spray, I'm obsessed. So I wanted to make sure to mention this. I'm so in love, truly. I think it really makes a difference. So I had to tell you guys about it again because it feels like a brand new product to me now. Next up, I actually did not think that I was gonna end up putting this in a favorites video because I tried it like 2 months ago actually. I thought it was okay, but I had other foundations that were definitely being used way more. Turns out I was using it wrong. What I mean by that is I was applying way too much. Once I learned to scale it back a little bit, I became in love. I'm obsessed with this, and it is this right here. This has gone kind of viral. This is the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I did a whole review on this, like seriously over a month ago. I just thought it was fine. You know, it wasn't anything revolutionary to me then, but the more that I've used it, the less that I've used, the more I love it. And so I really wanted to make sure to throw it in a favorites video because I have been reaching for it quite a bit. I actually kind of gave it another shot. I feel like I gave it several shots and then was like still not too into it. But then when I filmed my video where I asked you guys what your favorite fall makeup was, this was the foundation that I used. I did mix it with something else in that video, but ever since then, I was like, you know what? I need to give this more chances. So I started to use it more and more and more, just with less. And I'm telling you, that made all the difference. So I've been really loving this. I discovered a new concealer that I've actually been dying to try, and I love it. So I'm actually wearing it underneath the eyes today. I love how full coverage this is, but it doesn't look heavy or drying underneath the eyes. It has great longevity. It's a little bit more full coverage, so a little bit more for glam days, but I still find myself using it on like an everyday basis, and I'm obsessed with it. It's this right here. This is from Bobbi Brown. It's their new Skin Full Cover Concealer. I wear the shade Porcelain. Here's the thing. The one downside to this is Porcelain is the lightest shade. I feel like the shade range runs a little darker than their other concealers and their other complexion products. So that's just me. It still works. I think it actually looks really nice underneath the eyes, but I would suggest probably going and swatching these in stores to pick your shade. And if you are more fair than me, this is the lightest shade, and there just probably won't be something that's gonna really brighten your under eyes. So I hope that they can kind of expand the range. It's almost like this oxidizes a little bit. I'm not really sure. Again, it works for me. I wish there was something a little bit lighter for myself. And if I'm thinking that, I'm sure there's more people out there that might not even be able to find a shade that works for them, since this is as fair as it goes. But the formula is great. I really, really love it. The applicator is really interesting on this as well. It kind of has like a spoon that holds the product. Can you see that? It's so unique. I don't know. I really, really love this, and I've been using it quite a bit. And I just think it looks fresh underneath the eyes. Even when I set the under eyes with powder, it doesn't look too dry or cakey or crepey or any of that. So I've been really enjoying this. I wanted to make sure to mention it. You guys definitely influenced me this month because in the same fall favorites video where I tried your current favorite fall makeup products, I'll have the video down below if you didn't see that. But somebody suggested that I use the Haley's Beauty powder in that video, so I did, and I can't put it down. brown. I swear to you guys, I tried the Haley's powder forever ago. They must have changed it, reformulated, or maybe my preferences changed when it comes to powders. I don't know, but I am loving this right now. This is the Haley's Beauty Retouch Soft Focus Setting Powder. I have the shade, what is this? Translucent Fair. It comes in 2 shades, so there is a deeper color as well. I love how smoothing this is on the skin, but it's also not heavy. It's very lightweight. Like, it's the perfect texture in my opinion. It's perfect for underneath the eyes, also all over the face. I just feel like it blurs and kind of like melts into the skin, turns it into butter almost, especially when layered on top of this situation. Like, if I spray this, put the foundation on, do the concealer, and then set it with this, it melts. Like, you can see how healthy my skin looks, and I'm wearing powder all over. So I've been really obsessed with that. Speaking of powders, I actually tried MOIRA a couple months ago as well and loved so many of their products, but this one kind of creeped up toward the top of the leaderboard when it comes to their products. It's this right here. This is the MOIRA Set and Correct Finishing Powder. It has like 4 colors in here that really help to brighten the under eye area. So I am wearing this underneath the eyes. I think this is so beautiful. It's so smoothing. I'm in love with it. Plus, this is so affordable and it has such a luxurious texture and feel and look underneath the skin. I can't believe how affordable this is. Also, you guys, it reminds me, MOIRA actually gave me a discount code, which is crazy. So you can get 20% off with the code Allie. I'll have it linked down below in case you've been wanting to try it. They're already affordable, and then with 20% off, it's like insane actually how affordable this brand becomes. But anyways, obsessed with this, loving it. I love how it looks underneath the eyes, and I can't wait to try more from the brand. This month, Haley's Beauty also launched their Resculpt Smoothing Contour Powder. This is in the shade Light. I am so in love with this. The tone and undertone is absolutely perfect for just the right amount of structure and shape without being like dingy or gray looking on my skin, which I love. And as somebody who's a little bit heavy-handed with contour and bronzer products, and I have fair skin, sometimes when it's more of a contour product, I do end up looking a little bit over the top. But this, I feel like, actually mimics the color of a shadow along the contours of my face. So I'm wearing it right here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I feel like it really, really shapes out the cheekbones. I love this. So I wanted to make sure to mention it because I really feel like it does such a good job at sculpting the face. It's not too cool tone though, but it definitely is more of a contour powder for just that more snatched cheekbone situation. I'm really enjoying it. I also tried out a highlighter with a baked formula, which I'm just in love with. It's so good. This was sent to me in PR this month. This is the You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter in the shade Seaside Frost. I guess this is one of their new shades. I didn't realize that they already have a bunch of shades in this formula. It makes me want to try them so badly. This is a very affordable brand. I think this is only like $10 or something like that. So really, really affordable and so beautiful. It packs such a punch on the cheeks, but it doesn't look sparkly or glittery or too overdone. I can't wait to try more colors of this, and I have truly been loving it. Ever since I tried it, it's just been sitting on my desk and I've been dipping into it non-stop, which is kind of crazy because I feel like I'm finally dipping back into powder highlights these days. I don't know. I'm like getting back into them. I wasn't wearing highlighter at all for the longest time, and now I'm like back into powder highlight, and I want like that beaming cheek again, but I don't want glitter. You know what I mean? So that's where this product has come in handy. It's really nice. Another product that I started using because of you guys is this right here. This is the MAC Glow Play Blush, specifically in the shade Blush Please. This was another product that I started using because of you in that fall video. I'm telling you, you guys influenced me like crazy this month. I already love this formula so much, but this color I hadn't really dipped into until that video, and it is the perfect fall mauve-y color. I'm wearing this toward the back of the cheeks today because I do have another blush that I fell in love with this month as well, but I just had to say thank you to you guys for telling me about this shade specifically. It looks so fresh on the skin. I love using this for everyday looks and just using it as more of like a focal point in my makeup look. If my eyes are really simple and I've got nothing really on the lips, this color all over the cheeks as like my main focal point in my makeup look is stunning. I love it so much. So thank you guys for telling me about this. It's beautiful. This next blush is actually in the same color family, and it's one thing that I picked up during the Sephora sale that I just wasn't sure if it was like a need or not when I bought it, and it's so funny because it's what I've used the most. Isn't it funny how things go like that sometimes? This is the Hourglass blush in the shade Mood Exposure. It is so beautiful. This is like a nice mauvey neutral color. I'm wearing it on the apples of the cheeks, and as always with Hourglass blushes, it gives you such a beautiful, healthy sheen to the apples of the cheeks, but this tone and undertone is so great for every day. I'm so happy that I picked it up, even though it was not a new launch or anything that looked too exciting, you know? It's just so crazy that it's genuinely what I've been using the most out of my entire Sephora haul so far. I love it. I think it looks so cute on the cheeks, and I've been dipping into it nonstop. Like, it's been my everyday blush, so love this so much. I finally got to dip into this palette, which almost went in last month's favorites video, but I just hadn't used it enough to justify it. But now I feel like I can be very confident to say that I am loving the Natasha Denona My Dream palette. It is so beautiful. I'm actually wearing another palette on the eyes, which I'll talk about after this, but I dipped into this several more times and it's just beautiful. I love it. Every time I create a look with it, it feels so wearable, but yet still so unique, which I really love. So you can go very glam with this. There's really fun duochrome textures in here, sparkly textures. The matte colors are insane. I love that there's purple. You can go very smoky since there's even a black eyeshadow in here as well, but it's just beautiful. I definitely fell in love with the lip products first in this collection. The lip liner, lipstick, and the gloss, they're insane. They're so pretty. But the more I've used this palette, the more I have fallen in love with it, and so I had to put it in this favorites video. I think it's such a beautiful and very inspiring color story, and I own like all of Natasha Denona's palettes. I love Natasha Denona, and I'm really enjoying that one specifically. Another launch that I picked up last minute from the Sephora VIB sale is the Mario Ethereal Eyes palette. This is supposed to be limited edition, but I'm praying that it's not, because I think it's something that you could use all year round. It's not like a limited edition color story, and I love the textures in here. So I'm wearing this on the eyes. Let me open it. I'm sure that would probably be more helpful for you guys to see the inside. I've used this several times this month, and it's just beautiful. It's stunning. A lot of people might think, oh my gosh, a boring neutral palette. Not for me, okay? I'm inspired by neutrals. I don't even care how many palettes I own that are neutral. I love this one, and I'm wearing this shade right here as a base all over the eyes. I use this to kind of like sculpt out the edge, and then I use this color only all over the lid, and it gave the most beautiful taupey silver kind of look. I think it matches my beanie really well, actually, and I'm just in love with this. It's so pretty. So I hope that Mario makes this part of his permanent line, because I think it's something that people can enjoy all year round. Even though there's like sparkly shades in here, I wear sparkles on my eyes every single day. So to me, this is like an everyday palette. It's not a special occasion situation, but it also is so special in the texture and the formula to where you could really do a gorgeous, glamorous look for a date night or a party or whatever. So really loving this as well. I wanted to give an honorable mention to my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. Another find from the fall video. I used this in that video, forgot how stunning this bronzer is, and the highlight as well, but specifically this, the tone and undertone for me is wonderful. This has a little bit more warmth, I would say, than the Hailey's Beauty one. They look really similar next to each other, but you can kind of see this has like a tiny bit more warmth to it. Still sculpts the face, but just is so good for really quick makeup looks. So I wanted to give that an honorable mention because it's not a new product in my collection whatsoever, but it's sat on my desk since I filmed that video and I've been using it so much. It's crazy. Last but not least, I wanted to share some gorgeous skincare products that I have been absolutely obsessed with. Now, these were gifted to me from May Lindstrom, a brand that I have been a customer of for a long time. I really love their face masks specifically, and they sent me 2 products that I had never tried this month, and I am just in love, okay? I am nearing the end of my pregnancy, and at this point, any type of product, especially at night, that makes me feel like I just have a little bit of time to myself, anything that makes me feel pampered, I am in love with. And so they sent me their iconic Blue Cocoon Solid Facial Concentrate. This I've had samples of before, but never a full size. They were so kind to send me the full size, and I have been loving it. The tiniest bit goes the longest way, so you can see like how little I've used. I'm trying to not ruin the entire thing because I think it's so pretty. I wish you could smell this through the camera. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I'm gonna just take a little bit. Like, I literally use that much on my entire face. The way that this smells and just the way that it melts into the skin is absolutely beautiful. I've been using this on the face actually at night, and a lot of times when things have a scent as strong as this, And it's because of the blue tansy oil in here. Oh, it smells so good to me. But usually, like when something has this distinct of a fragrance, especially through my pregnancy, I have been like steering clear. You guys know, fragrance-free everything for me, truly. But this is different. Like this relaxes me. This, when I have this on my face and I'm laying in bed at night, I feel so relaxed. And I also feel like it deeply hydrates my skin. I wake up feeling like my skin looks better than it did the night before. I use it as my last step in my skincare routine, so I'll still use like my serums, I'll even use like a lotion and just do a tiny bit of this on the very top as like my final step to really lock in moisture. And I'm so in love with it. So thank you, May Lindstrom, for sending me that because it's just, I feel so pampered. They also caught wind that I was pregnant, and so they threw in this Happy Galaxy body oil. Oh my gosh, I've been using this as like my belly oil at night, all over my baby bump, and it's the same thing. Like it smells very similar to the blue tansy in this. In fact, it is blue. Like I'm pretty sure this has to have blue tansy in it. I'm pretty sure it does. I'll show you how gorgeous this color is. Here it is on the back of my hand. Well, it was blue. Can you tell? But this oil is so luxurious, you guys. Ugh. The way that it absorbs into my skin, I love it so much. And again, I just feel so pampered, so relaxed, so rejuvenated when I use this. So these two products have been in my night routine and they've just been the greatest things ever as I'm nearing the end of my pregnancy and, you know, my belly is stretched beyond capacity. It just feels so nice to just take a few moments to really treat myself to such a luxurious product. So I wanted to mention both of those because like I get giddy when I use them. They're just that good. May Lindstrom is definitely a very luxurious, small batch, handmade type of a brand, but that's what made me fall in love with them in the first place, like years ago when I bought their, what was my first purchase? I think it was the Problem Solver mask. I still love that. I still love that mask. It's so good. So definitely a luxurious, splurgy type of brand, but the way that it makes me feel makes it worth it. You know what I mean? So had to share that with you guys. And that completes all the things that I've been loving this month. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below what you have been enjoying this month. Do we have any similar faves? If so, let me know in the comments down below. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to join the family. So just click subscribe down below. And then after you subscribe, you can click on the bell to get notified every single time I upload a video so you won't miss anything from me. I hope you enjoyed hearing what my favorite things were, and I hope you guys have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.